All right, friends, in this episode, we want to share with you what happens after a consultation. And in fact, are the tips we're sharing. We set up the contact, the lead into our newsletter program. Okay, our drip marketing program. We use getresponse.com. We used to use mailchimp.com, and I don't recommend it. Okay. Um, we use it for the traditional monthly newsletters, but once we transition to niche marketing to implement automated marketing, specifically drip marketing, where it's basically automatic. That's why they call it drip. So at least that's what I understand. And so drip marketing, to be more specific about that terminology, is that once you add, let's say, a particular specific hashtag like N400, because that person wants to become a citizen, then only people with that hashtag will receive these emails. And you can set different frequencies. For example, at the time this contact gets that hashtag assigned to them, they'll receive an email within 24 hours. And you can even specify between the hours of, let's say 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. because you don't want to necessarily send it when they're asleep at like 11 p.m. or something, or 1 in the morning. So you have a lot of different options with that, at least with GetResponse. So that's why I say MailChimp, it was not robust at all, not like GetResponse. And I'm happy to share demos about GetResponse and how it is a very robust program, because there's a lot more features to it than just drip marketing actually. But this video is just about this. So anyway, even though we have a Zap, you use Zapier, we use Zapier.com. So where that once a lead form comes into our CRM, it will automatically go into getresponse.com and create a contact. Okay. But after the consultation, my friends, when we know what they're eligible for and what they're seeking to for services, right? Let's say it's, for example, becoming a resident, or let's say removing conditions. So then we'll add that hashtag. We'll put like something quick and simple like RC or 751, okay, because that's the form type, right? So it'll be quick for our team to add that hashtag. And once they get that hashtag assigned to them, there could be a series of emails, let's say 5 emails, and it's basically like a tree. So if they open the first email, they'll get assigned the second email, and you can put a specific frequency, like every 7 days, or the next one's going to be 7 days later after they open the first email. Because the next email, the third email, doesn't have to be 7 days. It could be some other frequency of time. But let's say they don't open that first email. What we do is we loop it around, so they'll receive it, let's say, 2 days later. And I know it sounds strange, right? I used to think, well, if they didn't open it first time, they probably just deleted it, right? But after all these years of using email, professional email, right, for myself, receiving all these promotional items, things like that, sometimes I just drag it to the promotions folder, or I'll just leave it there and ignore it. Or I might be interested in it, but I just don't want to look at that email at the time, right? So that's why I realized it's come full circle that I should do this in my own law firm, is implement drip marketing. Because think about it this way, it's kind of like, Amazon.com, or let's say Macy's or Wayfair, whichever type of merchant company that you would normally buy a product, and you have an account with them. So they have your email address already, right? And you have you've put something in the cart, or they have something in the heat map of their website that they know you're interested in a particular product. And so they follow up with you with the email, say, you might have received this, for example, an email that says you left something in the cart. Why don't you consider buying it today, or take a look at the reviews, or submit a review, something like that. So that is drip marketing. A lot of retailers implement this, and why not us? We should do it as well. So I want to share a success story. Every time we send an email, we get at least a few responses. It may not pan out to an actual client, but the point is, the recipient opened the email and they're thinking about you or your law firm. Okay. And so every time they think about you, it's another opportunity for them to refer you a case, or for themselves if they're a lead already in the system, because I'm also including people who are your past clients or your existing clients that they continue to refer people to you. Okay, so, but again, if it's a lead, someone that you just had a consultation with, for example, this is a way to build a trust. So if you just essentially, there's always plethora of information related to immigration, and there's really no excuse that you can't get this done. Even though President Trump is not in office anymore, thank goodness, there is still a lot of information to share, especially if you're part of ALA, or if you're part of DocketWise. They send emails about every Friday, a day, like a weekly digest of news and information. So even if you don't have ALA, and you have some kind of immigration software, maybe they send you a weekly digest of information. Use that to your advantage. Why not parallel that into your e-newsletter? Okay, so please don't give yourself an excuse that you don't have time. All it really takes about 5-10 minutes every week, or you can create it every couple weeks and just schedule in advance. Okay, but for drip marketing, I recommend you set up at least 5 emails, so that 5 different email messages, and it doesn't have to be completely different, okay, but specific for that case type. So, for example, if for naturalization, people need to know how to maintain their residence status, or if they've been, especially during the pandemic, what happens after 6 months being outside the US, or even a year outside the US, what steps they can do before they leave the US if they know in advance they're going to be out for extended period of time. So there's so many things of ways that you can add value to that lead, okay, to that potential client. Friends, I hope that helps. But if you would like a preliminary assessment of what you have going on with your drip marketing or just marketing in general, we're happy to help. I'm not professing to be an expert in marketing, but we have implemented drip marketing successfully, and it has significantly helped increase our sales, our revenue numbers. So until next time, friends, please continue wearing a mask and take care now. Bye-bye.